Hello, my name is Jason from Forget Me Not Flower Club, and today I'm here to put together a beautiful arrangement for everybody to enjoy. I'm going to show you how easy it is, step by step, on how to put together everything provided to you from Forget Me Not Flower Club. Alright, right in front of me I have everything we're going to need to put together this arrangement. We have everything, a little greenery, feature flowers, a couple of other flowers that kind of fill in the blanks, and we'll show you how to put all these together in a fashionable manner that'll look as nice as it can be. So let's get started on this. Now I like to start off with a little bit of greenery. Let's start here with some of these. Now it's easier to start with just a little bit of the green because later on it'll be hard to add it in after all the flowers are in place. So I'll use some now and balance in a little bit later. And these grasses here there's a lot of little pieces here that are included in this, so you might want to grab about a handful. There's usually about 5 or 6 pieces I'll kind of lump together. It makes it easier, otherwise you'll be here all day putting this together. So there's a good little start for some greenery. Now I'm going to add pretty much the primary flower that you want to showcase. In this case I have a stargazer lily here. I'm going to put this here in the middle and kind of work my way around this. So this will be kind of the focal point here. You want to leave it kind of tall or below the greens here, so let the flowers stand out. This is obviously nicer to look at than the greenery, so I like to try and highlight the flower here on the top. Now we've got that in the center there. Now pretty much it's just a balancing act the rest of the way. We have a lot of different colors out here and varieties. You just want to try to balance the colors and the varieties around your bouquet. You can do various styles, start tall in the back, work your way low up front. I generally like to start tall in the middle and work in a sort of a circular pattern around the bouquet. So we got our stargazer. Now I got some asters that we'll put in here. These will add some nice color. When we have it all finished up, you'll see a perfect complement to these lilies. So got that, some of these. And there's also a nice array of colors here provided in your bunch, so it'll be real easy to make it look nice. Just start with one thing and just kind of work around it. Get some more of these in there. I always try to put these secondary flowers a little bit lower than your feature flowers, so you can always pull him up a little bit. So you got a nice all the way around type view on this. Now typically we're going to send you these lilies, they're going to be closed, such as this one. This one I got just for viewing purposes. I got one that's slightly open, makes it a little nicer to look at, and you can see just what you're getting. So there's a lot of these varieties here in these bunches today. So these are all seasonal bouquets, so depending on what time of year it is, you're going to get different types of flowers throughout the year. And as of right now, these are pretty plentiful. They are year-round, so they're a nice cut flower. They last a good length of time. They're good to look at, so just add several of these in there. Now I got a good base to build off of. I'm going to touch it up with a little more green. Maybe a couple more colors here on this side because I do have some yellow here. Maybe want to add a little yellow on the other side just to make sure it's not all lumped together on one side. So let's do a little of that. Now I like to save at least a little bit of the green for when we're finished. It's nice to have some kind of around the bottom. Grass here. This grass is a good filler. Could be a little bit sharp, so careful with your hands. Don't rub your fingers on the end of it. Got this turning out pretty nice. Just spray some of these around. And you can kind of see as you go where you might need to add colors or different varieties. I got the couple more of these yellows here to add. I think this side would look nice. Sneak them right in there. And these lilies also, it's a different type than the Stargazer, but these will open up later. It's good to get them nice and fresh when they're still closed. They will open too, just keep the bottoms cut, which we'll show you here after we're done, and let them do their thing. Some nice yellow here. We'll put that guy over here. So you kind of want to balance the greens and the flowers as you go, where you could get maximum enjoyment out of these guys. Got one more of these. Now this is kind of like I was saying, this closed now, but it will open later, so never fear if it's look closed. Don't get worried that it's not going to be as pretty as the final product there. Sometimes I'll sneak one in and grab it from the bottom there if you see an open space on the top. That spot looked pretty good for him. So put this on this side. Got some more of these little gold flowers here. These ones I like to kind of use just to kind of accent and blend in around the sides and the bottom. Good little complement to the rest of these flowers in this bouquet, but not necessarily a focal point of your bouquet. So iris. This again, this is an iris. This will open up later. These are on the bottoms. Got this guy. Can sneak him in around the side here. Finishing touch there. Now at the end I would like to take a twisty tie, which you have here, we'll include in your package. You just take that, wrap it around the flower so it's nice and snug. Once you put your flowers in a vase, you can remove the twisty tie if you like. It'll fluff out more, but there we go. A beautiful bunch for everybody to enjoy. Your loved ones will never forget you if you shop at Forget-Me-Not Flowers. Okay, now from there what you want to do is you want to cut the stems. So what I have here is some gardening shears. These will work good. You could use a knife also. They say you could cut these flowers underwater, but you know, I've been in the business for a while. I typically just recut without running water and they'll last fine. You get a good week to 10 days. So here I have the clippers. Bottoms, I'd like to try to even them out here so there's everybody's drinking water. I don't want any flowers sitting way too high where they're not getting enough water, thus they'll die faster. So take that. What I'm going to do is get a nice trim here. Okay, just like that. Put them in your vase and enjoy. It's good every 2 days to go back, maybe 3 days, recut the stems a little bit, change the water. That'll keep them fresh. You want to remove any excess foliage that might be on the bottom of your leaves. Try not to have too much of that sitting underwater. I have cleaned a lot of this up already, so the bunches we're going to provide to you will also not have too much in terms of foliage on the bottom, so your water won't be too dirty, but just in case you do see some, it's good to remove it. Don't have anything like this sitting in the water too long. It'll get mushy and dirty up the water. So there's your bouquet. Now I'll show you, just throw these in a vase and off you go. Last but not least, you want to prepare the vase the right way for your flowers. Now, the way to do that is just add a little water to the vase here, usually about a pint to a quart will do. So make sure that's taken care of, nice clean water. You don't want to use any recycled water if possible. Now these, we're going to include each of these with your purchase, which is a flower food packet. You just add this into the water. Usually 1 packet per pint, or a little over a pint will be fine. Just going to stir that in with an old broken flower stem here. There we go. We got our finished product here. What we're going to do is just throw that right in the water. Make sure everybody's touching every stem is touching the water line here. You don't want any flowers sticking out of the water. That's going to affect how long they live. So pretty much that wraps up how to take care of your Forget-Me-Not Flower Club bouquet. All right, one other quick tip I like to recommend is to remove the stamens from the lilies. Now the stamens are these orange colored pods that you'll see in here. It's good to remove those. You can leave them in there if you like the natural look, but these will get messy. So I generally go in there and just kind of pluck these out of here. Your lily will look beautiful, but you won't have this orange mess that can get on your fingers and will drop. So just a quick tip, it's nice to remove the stamens, that way you don't have to worry about any stains interrupting your flowers and enjoying them.